Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Welcome back. And those that are new, welcome. This is a short clip from the third RNC debate for the presidential primary for the Republican Party. Without President Trump, of course, why would he bother? He has nothing to do but lose. But this is an exchange, I should say statement from Vivek Wrong. Is he wrong in what he's saying? Is he wrong? Is the Republican Party just either uniparty, self-serving pieces of whatever, or are they just spineless? I think it's a combination of both. We'll give you an example. Not that I'm a huge fan of his, but in 2012, Mitt Romney had that election against Barack Obama. A sitting incumbent president was on the ropes, and he blew it. As Trump said, he choked. The Republicans always choke. In the election day of 2023, just a couple of days ago, I mean, the Democrats just stomped the Republicans. Granted, it was an off year, a lot of small things, governor races and such. But the Republican Party, it's just, they have no balls. They have no spine. They don't know how to fight back. The people that are helping the party, I forgot the young man's name. I believe his name is Prentice. He's been going all over country, signing up tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of new Republican voters. Yet the party won't embrace him. The party won't embrace the people that's trying to help the Republican Party because they're stuck. They're stuck in this old school way of doing things, even here locally in upstate New York. I used to be a city council member in the early 2000s here. Just this last race, the Democrats just wiped the map on the city council from the Republicans. And the Republicans have had a majority on city council for many years, and they just got wiped off the face of the earth. It was a joke. It's just being a Republican conservative. You have no passion. They have no fire. Let's listen on, and I'll comment along the way.
Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017. We have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there.
Yeah. I mean, I forget her last name. Hamid was another candidate for the RNC chairperson. She's got fire. She's got more balls than most of the men do. And yet she was passed over. Now, I don't think it matters. Maybe it does. I don't know for sure. I don't know enough about the insider trading, so to speak, with the RNC. But Ronna McDaniel is Mitt Romney's niece. So take that for what it's worth.
You're in for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership asking questions.
And that's right. They're outsiders. They hate the new spokespeople, people that are really popular in modern culture and social media. They hate them, especially the legacy media, like in this case, NBC News. With them and MSNBC are some of the worst. CNN and MSNBC being the two top worst. They don't want any outsiders in. They're losing ground daily, the legacy media, daily, and they see it. So maybe he's right. Maybe it's time for change. There's a time for change in the Republican Party for certain. I want to appeal to baby boomers like myself. I was born in 1956. That are still Democrats because they believe the Democrat Party is the Democrat Party of John Kennedy. It's not anymore. It's made a significant shift so far left you can't even see them anymore. That a moderate Democrat now is now considered right wing. You have to abandon the Democrat Party. I know it's hard. I know it's something you've believed in your entire life. When I was a local elected official, I used to be a Democrat as well. I left the party over a decade ago. You have to make the switch. Parties are realigning, and both Democrats are in shambles too. But what comes out of this mess and this civil war, so to speak, in each party, they'll figure it out. It might be messy. It might be ugly. Nobody wants to see how the sausage is made. But you're going to have to make a choice. The Democrat Party of old doesn't exist anymore. Now let's listen to a little bit of the rest.
Questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party. Do you think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is...
And now he goes after one of the moderators in MSNBC. Excuse me, NBC. And rightfully so. And rightfully so. This is now, they've had the lowest viewing of any presidential debate in history, is my understanding, but he's calling them out right to their face. You might not like Vivek's style. I'm always a Trump supporter, still am. I would never support Vivek for president as a Republican in a Republican primary, but yet, is he wrong? Is he wrong?
Actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
That's election interference. Answer the question. Go. Now, he looks pretty pissed, and I don't blame him. He's got the right idea. I was in the same boat when I was a councilman. I was kind of outspoken. I got a lot of press time. I was kind of combative. But in the end, I wasn't wrong. And that's the thing. That was first thing I was asked when I was off of city council. I got term limited out in a radio interview. What is the one thing that I learned, the main thing that I learned after 8 years in being in local government? And my answer was, being right is not enough. And I think this is the case here with Vivek Ramaswamy. He's right, but is it enough? And is he wrong? He's calling out the media for the Russian collusion hoax. It's election interference. They knew it was a lie. The Biden laptop that this website and Facebook and Twitter and others just censored to death because 51 odd former intelligence officers said it was Russian propaganda, Russian psyops. Well, that was a lie too. It was all a lie. In fact, after the 2020 election, Biden voters were polled, if you knew about the Hunter Biden laptop before you voted, would you have voted for Joe Biden? And 17% of the people that voted for Biden said they would not vote for Biden if they knew about the laptop. That, folks, is election interference. We can talk all we want to about election security and signature verification and ID and all that stuff, but it's the media that plays the huge role in election interference by things they say and by things they censor. Let's listen to the rest.
Mr. Roberts, this is how we get our country back. We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story. And they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Your time is up. Maybe it is. So I'll ask it again out there. What do you think? Is he wrong? Now, I'm still supporting President Trump for the Republican primary and the general election next November. But is he wrong? These are questions Republicans, especially at higher levels of office and or in the RNC and others, have to ask themselves. They need to change. They need to change or they become extinct. The Democrat Party has changed, I think, for the much worse, of course, but they've had their internal civil war. And the moderates lost. They lost badly. Now the party is run by a minority of progressive Democrats. Republicans, aren't you tired of losing at the local level, state and federal level? Aren't you sick to death of it? The Democrats are so bad. You should be sweeping elections, but yet you're not. That means you're doing something wrong. The Democrats shoot themselves in the foot with these crazy, bad crap positions on a variety of topics that I can't bring up here on this website, won't allow it. They, from institutions of learning like colleges and high schools, think tanks, PACs, they're just so crazy and fringe that the average American just shakes his head. But yet they're still winning in certain instances. Why? Because the Republican way of doing things doesn't work anymore. So I ask again, what do you think? Is Vivek wrong or is he right? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, God bless, goodbye, and good luck.